Do you ever wonder who came up with the idea of basketball? If you're a big fan of basketball, you can think James Naismith. James Naismith was born in Almonte, Ontario, Canada, to Margaret and James and John Naismith. He was orphaned at a very early age in life and was brought up by his uncle and went to Benny's Corners near Almonte. In school, he was not very good at studies, but was an excellent player at games that he sometimes designed himself. He was a great gymnast and earned many Wickstand medals. In 1883, he graduated from Almonte High School in Ontario and attended Presbyterian College in Montreal. Later, he earned a BA in physical education and a diploma. Then he went to McGill University. Why did James Naismith make a sport called basketball? Well, James Naismith made basketball because he struggled with the bad class at the YMCA that was confined to indoor games throughout the harsh New England winter, and so was also short-tempered. He was also short-tempered. Under orders from Dr. Luther Golk, head of Springfield YMCA physical education, Naismith was given 14 days to create an indoor game. How did James Naismith make the sport of basketball? First, he found the most important games of his time: rugby, lacrosse, soccer, football, hockey, and baseball. Naismith noticed the hazard of a ball and concluded that the big soccer ball was the safest. He developed his new game, calling it basketball. It was the most physical contact occurred while running with the ball, dribbling. This is bouncing the ball while traveling down the court. So he decided that passing was the only legal option. Finally, Naismith further reduced body contact by making the goal unguardable, namely placing it high above the player's head. When you think of basketball, you think of grown men running up a court, dribbling, shooting, and passing, but the game wasn't always like that. The play on the court changed in a major way. For example, the place Golden State Warriors Stephen Curry shoot from the three-point line, wasn't always there. You might wonder how the point system went without a three-point line. When the game first started, the ball being lightweight and kind of flat made it easier for it to fly through the air. The ball was more like a football and didn't have enough air in it to dribble. Basketball really started to be popular in 1910. A player could dribble the ball but could not shoot after dribbling. If the game didn't have this big change, then the popularity level would have decreased over time. It was not until 1916, following a very important debate discussing if players were allowed to shoot after dribbling the ball. After this rule was passed, this is where the ISO got its name from. The ISO is where a player dribbled to the basket and tried to score on one of the other team's players. The game would have been way harder if dribbling wasn't invented.